silence or a long pause in selling or negotiation is such an underrated tool. And I'm not talking about when you ask a question and you say, yada, 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 here's my pitch. How does that sound? And people think that's the pause. That's not the pause that I'm talking about, because that elicits a response and you're expecting a response and they're expecting to give one. I'm talking about the pause that you make after a statement. And that is, all of my customers have been so unbelievably happy with this service. It's uncomfortable, right? And as a buyer or as somebody on the other side of the negotiating table, you almost feel obliged to fill that gap with something. And what a lot of people will do is they'll either voice concerns, right, on one side, and they'll voice concerns and things they don't really agree with. And they'll list off a couple of things, and then maybe on the other side they'll give you 1 or 2 points that they agree with. And they're like, well, I'm not like all of your other customers. I don't really think that this will be a great fit for me. Or on the other side, they might say, well, it all sounds good, but the price is not really where I'm comfortable at this point. But what they've done is they've given us an indication of where they're at the moment, and we've got to work out how we can get these over here, or if these are big enough to get the deal done. And so we can hone in on these. We can ignore some of these, to be honest with you. There'll be some that are just completely irrelevant. Like, I've heard so many in my lifetime that you just think to yourself, like, why do you even care about that? But it's important that they feel heard, and it's important that when you address back to them after this pause, you acknowledge their concerns, right? You highlight all of your strong suits, and you go back and you do this work. And you say, yeah, but this, what about this? I understand that this will work well for your business because, and then find that solution for them and help them guide in the direction that you want them to go. And again, that all comes from that silence. People will offer a lot more freely when there's no question involved, because they feel the need to say something and they don't have that control that question mark gives. When they sense that coming, they go, oh, okay, well, I can be a bit reserved in this response, or he's asking me a question, he's only expecting so much back, where they've voluntarily given you all of this.